Hi, everybody. Welcome to another Lead In With Lorne. And I'm feeling kind of feisty today, I'm telling you, because, I've been reading Gary Hamel's book on humanocracy, attacking bureaucracy, reading Corporate Rebels again. And because those are a couple of books I'm going to ask my executive MBA class to read. And I'm reading Think Again and Brave New Work. Those are the four books I've asked my executive MBA class to read because I want them to be hackers. I want them to be executive hackers. I want them to be rebels. The world needs people that can turn things on its head a little bit, that can reinvent things. And so I was thinking around what are some of the ways of thinking about being a hacker if you're a leader and or you're in the knowledge business. You're not necessarily in the software business, but I went to the software industry to get some of the principles of being a hacker, and I want to run a couple of them by you. This is from a guy by the name of Eric Raymond, who's the author of Cathedral and the Bazaar, and it's on open source software, and he says that hackers have 5 basic beliefs. The first belief they have is that the world is full of fascinating problems to be solved. They love problems. And if you're any kind of a leader, you're out there, that's what you do when you go to work every day. You solve problems. You find a way to kind of reinvent things, to fix things, to have a growth and disruptive mindset. You have that kind of view that, hey, problems are a delicious kind of sort of a buffet. You get to go to the buffet every morning and pick and choose. The other one they have is kind of an interesting one, is that no problems need to be solved twice. No problem or event should ever be solved twice. In other words, hackers are really good at sharing things that they found that work with others. They go, why would anybody else need to go through that again if I figured out something that works? So they don't hoard. They're very open. They're very much abundant that way. So do you have that mindset, or do you like to? Are you kind of political? Do you like to keep things to yourself and get the recognition and hope that you can get some advantage against some of your internal competition? Hope you're not like that. The third is that they think boredom and drudgery and bureaucracy is evil, and I think that's true. And they just boredom or drudgery, anything you have to do with kind of a repetitive kind of a same old stuff all the time, and you almost kind of get tired of it, or it's just a dumb rule, that's almost evil. They think of it with that mindset. That needs to be attacked and changed. The fourth is freedom is good. And when I was looking at some data from a top-notch executive recruiter on Friday, actually, she was sharing this. The number one thing people want, executives, top people, top talent, when they go to another organization, is some level of autonomy. Their biggest fear is they're going to end up with some micromanager, and the job is going to sound great, and they're going to get there and they're going to get squished by Jabba the Hutt, and they just don't want that. And then, so freedom and autonomy is really vital. That's vital for a good hacker. That belief set, that sense, almost rebellious in a good way, and for good. And the last thing is that while there's huge respect for attitude, they have enormous reverence for competence. And when you run into software engineers, they really appreciate that some people have just developed and advanced their skills, and that has a certain credibility that goes to it. Well, leadership is a practice, and in your work, it's a practice. And the more that you can develop competence at, and you can apply it to your attitude, they go hand in hand, then the more you can really kind of reinvent, refresh, re-energize, help lead the way, clarify, inspire, do all those things that we try to do when we want to be hackers in a good way. So let's think about that this week, maybe trying to put a real kind of a more practical spin to the word hacker, which sometimes just has like more of a software technology kind of a narrowly defined definition to it. Let's expand it out. Think about how we can hack all that dumb bureaucracy out there, all that nonsense that we put up with day in and day out. And, that's evil, that stuff. Let's go kill it, fix it, and do all the things we can to it. Hey, I hope that riled you up a little bit. Thought about being a hacker. I'm going to be a hacker this week. Join me. And Garrett and I are hacking all the time. So, yeah, we love when you join us on our socials, sign up on our website, subscribe to our YouTube channel, go to Belongify, take the extraordinary culture class, meet me at Harvard in July, virtually, and then in December, real live. Wow. And let's have fun together. Continue to reinvent the world, make the world a better place for all of us, and to make work better. Thanks. Bye for all, and see you next Monday.